You know, folks, despite being a prison officer for 11 years, I've never had much confidence in the laws of this country. I've seen many a person incarcerated who shouldn't be there, as well as many others who walked away free from court, knowing full well they were guilty. Because when you're in the cells, you are privy to much whisperings. So anyway, that aside, I wasn't really surprised when I heard that 4 left-wing activists had been declared not guilty of criminal damage when they were part of that unruly Black Lives Matter Antifa mob that illegally brought down the Edward Colston statue in Bristol last year. Now, I'm not surprised because the law system in this country is infested with left-wing bigotry. You have bleeding heart, left-wing biased judges routinely allowing sex offenders to go free, and also information has come my way over the years that there are barristers and solicitors and people who work within the justice system who, although they are very wealthy from their trade, they very often bang on about socialism and its benefits, well, so-called benefits. So it's no surprise to me that these 4 turds got off scot-free. And their defence about this was that the Edward Colston statue was itself a hate crime. Now, it's no big secret that Edward Colston was a slave trader, and he used the proceeds of what he did to build up Bristol. But that was then. He was a man of his time. But what these 4 punks have done is set a precedent, in my opinion. Because if these 4 idiots can just topple a statue because they don't like it and get off scot-free, then what's stopping the rest of us doing the same? So I wonder what would happen if we all toppled down Nelson Mandela's statue in Parliament Square. After all, the guy he started out as a terrorist. He was a part of the paramilitary wing of the ANC, and he was involved in a plot to blow up a factory that employed women and children. But the lefties, they don't like teaching you stuff like that, because it's unpalatable truth. It's an inconvenient truth. All they want you to know about Nelson Mandela is that the cruel white man locked him up for decades simply because he was black. And then, of course, we've got Karl Marx's statue. All right, it's a gravestone in a graveyard, but it's got his effigy on it. And Karl Marx, well, Marxism was the forerunner of probably one of the most murderous, bloodthirsty, and destructive ideologies of all time, communism. This jumped-up soy boy never worked a day in his life, and nobody liked him. He was a grifter and a sponger, and his ideas have ruined millions, if not billions, of lives. So I wonder if I can go to the cemetery in London and topple that statue into the Thames. Because in my own mind's eye, Nelson Mandela and Karl Marx's statues are both hate crimes. And if you think a statue is a hate crime, you can just topple it and vandalise it and chuck it into the drink. After all, if 4 left-wing activists can do it, why can't we? But being a conservative patriot who still believes in the rule of law, yes, I know, you may laugh, fair play and justice, I don't believe that carrying out destruction because I'm upset is the way to go. So instead, I propose this. There should be plaques on Nelson Mandela's statue and Karl Marx's gravestone detailing what these men really were and what they really did and what they really thought. So even though Nelson Mandela kind of redeemed himself, people ought to know about his past and the real reason for his captivity. And as for Karl Marx, he should have a plaque on his gravestone as well, because that hairy fucker's fucked up ideology has led to misery for millions. So instead of hiding the truth from people by chucking these statues into the water, just tell people the truth. After all, daylight is a far better disinfectant than a riverbed. Anyway, that's my video. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And if you wish to support my channel, if you like what I do, then by all means you can buy me a beer. The link is down below. And just to remind you, you can follow me on GETTR. I think I've pronounced that right. It's a social media app. It's like Twitter, but you can say things without fear of being cancelled for upsetting people. And it's getting more popular by the day. So please join me there. Other YouTubers are on there as well. And that's that. So until the next video, please comment, share, subscribe, and Roger Trout.